Good morning, folks. Welcome to our channel. Dad'll do it. Today we're putting on a moisture barrier underneath the shed after I finish insulating it. Here I'm using a high lift. Pick the building up relatively easily. Realize we should put this thing under the building before we jack it up, just because we don't want to get under there while the building's up. But I got two helpers today. It's super enthusiastic. Right now you see me situating the barrier at the back of the building. A guy's on the other side trying to get it all straight. It's double layered, and what we're going to do is we're situating it right by the back pylons to rest on. We got it even and straight as much as we wanted it. Now we're pulling it, going to pull it nice and taut, let the building down on top of it without stapling or securing it first. Then I go to the other side of the building, get everything situated with the jack. The guys are going to pull the moisture barrier all the way up. So as you see, there's some middle cinder blocks. So we have to get it over that. So we lift it up a little bit. We pull it over those cinder blocks without having to get under the building, which is clearly much more comfortable. It's a little scary when you know the building is sitting on a jack. But we don't get under the building. We just stay on the sides of it. We've got to pull the entire barrier forward. Now I'm just trying to even it all out as much as I can. I'm putting some extra supports underneath the building that I didn't have before, because the equipment is going to go in relatively soon. Let the building down, go over here, figure out what I need to get done. You saw the big guy lying in the grass. We've got a couple of surprises. A couple of dogs came from some neighboring property pretty far away. The woman took her time to get there, but it was okay. I'm stapling right now the moisture barrier to the side of the building. Again, it's going to prevent some water, some varmints. I'm actually going to spray it with some peppermint, so mice don't like to get under there, so they won't chew away at it, which is going to be important. And just trying to fix some things out. I stapled it a little bit. I didn't like how I did that. I forgot to pull it tight, so I'm taking some staples out, redoing it, just pulling it tight as I go. There's no real rhyme or reason, and just figuring it out as I go. Got to get the building up and down, up and down, up and down. Again, this high lift is very useful in regards to lifting structures. It's pretty even. We put it on the cinder block so it feels solid. That's ground underneath it. It's not solid concrete, so it still holds up the building relatively nicely. Pulling it, you see the fellows helping here, pulling it tight. I let the building down. Here's more staples, more staples, more staples. I'm going to put in kind of like a flange. I'm going to pick one of those up in a day or two, and then I'm just going to put it over the top of that. So it'll be a metal flange, so water can't even seep inside of that. Seep inside of the plastic as it runs down the building. So just protecting, a little bit more extra protection for it. I'm really happy how it came out. Folding it under and in, and stapling it nicely. Again, I bought a nice, comfortable hand stapler. I probably put in 300 or 400 staples easily. No issues grip wise. As you can see, went all the way around, and again, it's not perfect, but it doesn't have to be. I'm going to put a metal flange on top of it so the water can't go down. So it's just going to be one long piece of metal. So thanks for joining us today. Tomorrow's episode is going to be interesting too. I'm going to finish running some electric. So this is the little view from underneath it. As you can see, it goes all the way under, and just a little extra protection. So when you're doing things yourself, you really got to kind of come up with your way to kind of get things done. It's no perfect way, but it's our way. Thanks, and we're going.